out on the National Mall in between the World War II Memorial and the Lincoln Memorial.
You're going to get to vote for a new justice of the Supreme Court today. That doesn't happen very often. That must be an awesome responsibility and also privilege.
Oh my gosh, I'm so honored to be in this role. I'm just, I try to do this run once a week. I just spend time in gratitude and in prayer, reminding myself of what a privilege it is to serve. I get to vote for Amy Coney Barrett today, put her on the Supreme Court, this amazing woman who was called for this position. She's tailor made for this role. She's so smart. She's so respected. She's exactly what we need right now. And she's a pioneering woman, for mother of seven, first woman with school age children on the court. I am going to be at her swearing in later on tonight, and what a historic day. I'm just so honored and humbled to be in this role. My
So,
opponent, of course, Mark Kelly, said he would vote no on her without hearing one word coming out of her mouth. That just shows you. He'll be Chuck Schumer's 51st vote for their radical left agenda.
no, it's the starkest contrast in the American electorate, and Arizona has to go red. But, Senator, you're at one of my favorite places, the World War II Memorial. And I
Yeah.
am curious, what was the equivalent aircraft to your A 10 in World War II? What provided close support for the ground troops in World War II?
Oh, well, I mean, we're the Thunderbolt too, so the first Thunderbolt, 47. I mean, there are some great planes out there, both doing the bombing and the fighting and the close air support. So we don't want to have to pick one, and they were all amazing in World War II, that's for sure. But
I
right
remember
now,
in the
the
movie
A-10
Dunkirk, they had those pilots come over the beaches to provide
yeah.
close air support. That is the best depiction of close air support I've ever seen. That's what you did in Iraq, correct?
Yes, in Afghanistan. Look, our plane was built single seat, titanium bathtub, big 30 millimeter gun. First flight is solo, and our job is to show up when troops are on the ground in often really moving, tight fights where the risk of friendly fire is high, and we deliver firepower to take out the bad guys and save the Americans' lives. We would take off in Afghanistan with literally maps of everywhere in the country because we would just get a call saying somebody's under fire, go help them. We get a grid coordinate, a radio frequency, and a call sign, and we just show up in order to help them get home to their families and live to fight another day. It's an awesome mission.
That's why I want voters to show up in Arizona. Early voting is underway. I have to ask you about the debate on Thursday night. The Washington Post this morning has a headline: Biden's debate night stumble on oil highlights the delicate tightrope he must walk on climate change. Later, deep in the story, it says the effect of that gaffe has been a muddying of the Democratic Party's stance, forcing Biden and other candidates into a defensive posture with just over a week until Election Day. Muddying is a funny word. It's been disastrous for Democrats. What has Mark Kelly said about Joe Biden's transitioning from the oil industry?
Well, this is what Mark Kelly has said about it himself in TV interviews. He has said we should get off fossil fuels. I called him on this in our debate, and he was like, I don't know where she's getting that. We've got a video. Everybody get on our Facebook, get on our Twitter. We actually put a video together the morning after Biden's debate, tying Mark Kelly's comments and Joe Biden's comments, where they're, now trying to pretend they didn't say it. But this is their radical climate agenda. If you just look at what's happening in California, their prices are up. They've got blackouts and brownouts. These are the people who want us to follow the science, quote unquote. Well, the science has us on, fossil fuels until we discover something else, So give me a break. These are about American jobs, American economy. Their agenda would be crushing to America. And Mark Kelly has said nearly the same words as Joe Biden. That's why we've got to defeat him, one of many reasons, in 8 days.
Now, I want to talk to you about early voting because the turnout is so high. I don't think any polling is actually credible because they have models built on 2016 and 2018. Neither of those models match up with what we're seeing or expect to see. What do you feel is happening in Arizona? And is the early vote, are the Republicans showing up and the independent-minded showing up for the early vote?
So we feel like the momentum is in our favor. We're out there fighting for every last vote. People are changing their voting habits, so it's hard to model. So we do have the hardcore Democrats who have returned their ballots right away, but the enthusiasm is on our side, and we're seeing low propensity Democrats that are not turning their ballots in and mid propensity. So we're just out there. I mean, I was doing virtual door knocking from D.C. to over the weekend, where my team would knock on someone's door, and I'd sit there and talk to them over a video link to ask for their vote. I do this in person when I'm back in Arizona. We got Buzz Aldrin's endorsement 2 nights ago. It's just incredible. Like the momentum is definitely in our favor. It's in President Trump's favor, but he's got to win Arizona to get back to the White House. We've got to win Arizona to hold the Senate majority. If people want to help, they can volunteer at teammcsally.com. You can make phone calls from anywhere in the country. And certainly if you want to give, you can go to McSallyforsenate.com. But we're going to have to fight for every last vote here. Again, we feel like we've got the momentum, but it's only vote, the only poll that matters is on Election Day. We've got to get Republicans to turn their ballots in, independents and Democrats who feel that their party left them, who care about freedom and prosperity and a pro-growth, pro-jobs economy and support to, our men and women in blue and border security, like all is on the line, our Second Amendment rights. If you care about all that, we've got to get you to return your ballot, make a plan to get to the polls. Let's save the country in 8 days.
Martha McSally, I've told the Salem I'm hosting debate coverage for election night, and I've told them we have to go late because Arizona may decide the control of the Senate and with it the control of the judiciary, the control of everything, actually. Does the average, let's talk, for example, specifically to the Latter-day Saints who are, there's a significant community in Arizona of Latter-day Saints. Religious liberty means a lot to this community, as it does to my own Catholic community, as it does to everybody's community. Do they understand that this is the control of the Senate?
Well, we're getting that message out to them. I'll be with Mike Lee in Arizona on Tuesday for additional LDS events. If you care about religious freedom, this is all on the line right now. Think about what the left will do if they get the White House, the Senate, and the House, packing the Supreme Court, their anti-religious liberty agenda. I mean, you see the sanctity of life. You see what President Trump has done and the judges we've put on the bench. So we need everybody to get engaged. Don't sit on the sidelines. Don't, skip anything on the ballot, anywhere from the top all the way down. We need you. If you care about freedoms, you care about religious liberty, everybody, if you're evangelical, if you're Catholic, if you're LDS, if you care about it in any way, Jewish, you need to get out and vote. You need to vote for President Trump, and you got to vote for me. We've got to hold the Senate majority, and that goes through Arizona.
Now, I want to close, Martha McSally, by talking about the Second Amendment. I'm not a big gun guy, but I know Arizona, and I know Arizona is. And I know that Mark Kelly on this show, he talked to me on this show about taking away weapons that people already have. And so what do Arizonans think about that?
They're against it, Hugh. But Mark Kelly is not talking about this on the campaign trail. People, I think, would at least respect if he was being honest about his positions on things. But instead, he's cloaking himself as an independent. And on this issue, his organization that he has led over the last decade spends $57 million around the country on gun control candidates and gun control initiatives. But their website right now, if you look at it, it grades California an A grade on their gun control policies, and Arizona an F grade. So he wants to be a senator from Arizona, and he's saying Arizona is failing. Why doesn't he move to California and run? Right? So your Second Amendment is on the ballot. I'm your Second Amendment senator in Arizona. I've shot the biggest gun of anyone in Congress with a 30 millimeter on the A10, and this is at stake.
So Senator McSally, the money, I know it's flowing in against you. McSallyforsenate.com, is that where people support you?
Yes, McSallyforsenate.com. If you can chip in $1, $5, whatever you can. The left is pouring in tens of millions of dollars trying to flip the Senate majority through Arizona. We got to stop them.
McSallyforsenate.com. Senator, thank you. Congratulations on being there today to vote for Amy Coney Barrett. What a huge privilege, what a great honor, and what a great breakthrough for America.
Amazing. History-making day. I'm honored to be a part of it, Hugh. All the best.
Thank you, Senator.